Hi, everybody.
What up, everybody? We are
Welcome to Hollywood Spotlight.
welcome to Hollywood Spotlight.
Tonight is your new entertainment news session with Emily and John. So, our kickoff story tonight is going to be about Sharknado, the movie.
Haven't seen it. Don't want to.
Sounds retarded.
Kind of okay. I kind of want to see it because everybody's like, this movie's so good.
It got an award for being talked about, the most movie talked about on the internet. It's sci-fi, guys. Okay, we just made a video a few months ago about terrible movies, and sci-fi was like number one on the list in this little sci-fi movie.
It's not only the graphics are terrible, it's the storyline for that is terrible because it's. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's basically a tornado that sucks up sharks and deposits them on land, and then the sharks start eating people. And I'm like, okay.
I saw a little bit of a clip of it when I was watching E one night, and it basically showed a huge tornado, and a shark flew out of the tornado, coming at a guy, and he jumps inside the shark with a chainsaw and comes out the other side.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
We all know what sci-fi graphics look like, though. So imagine it. How did this get raved over so big on the internet? There had to be like a good 95% of those people saying this looks really fucking retarded. And if there wasn't, America, hello, what is wrong with you?
I watched a clip from on TMZ. Is this guy that okay, this is kind of going on a different story, but this was this guy's opinion about a Sharknado that actually got attacked by a shark. This Australian guy that was actually missing an arm, and he has this really cool bionic arm or whatever. That he actually can move it and everything like that or whatever. And he was saying that sounds fucking retarded, and I'm like, thank you. We agree.
Well, now that we got our retardedness out of Sharknado, they just released the title for the second movie. This tops ultimate retarded names of all television people. Like, even E! News is saying that this name is terrible. When you have an own entertainment news segment on live television that says it's terrible, you know it's terrible. And I guess I left it up to the fans to vote, and they got over 50,000 suggestions via Twitter, and this is what they decided to name it. Now please, leave comments at the end of this show and tell us if you think this is retarded. It is called Sharknado 2, the second one, because the first one wasn't deadly enough. Guys, I think we need more than Sharknadoes going through this world.
That was the stupidest title ever. Thank you, Internet, for coming up with a retarded title. You could say, like, I don't know, something catchy like...
I don't know. Sharknado period. Is that catchy?
Return of the Sharks or something? I don't know. Sharks Blow. Is that Shark Week?
Care of the Sharknado. Actually, yeah, it's a Shark Week. I don't know.
I don't really pay attention too much. Okay, is it either Shark Week now or is it?
Well, according to YouTube, it's Geek Week. But yeah, so that blows everything. All right, so next story. Queen Latifah's getting her own talk show, guys. So if any of you guys have wondered where Queen Latifah went in the past years, she's been working on her new daily talk show that she's gonna have. And there's one thing that she is very hardcorely passionate about not talking about on the show, and that is her own personal relationships. She will not talk to any press about it. Nobody knows if she's in a relationship. There's rumors going around that she might be a lesbian. I don't believe that. And
I don't believe her as a lesbian either. I just don't see her as being a lesbian.
Right, I don't either.
I just don't see it.
So yeah, I mean, I can see why she wants to keep her personal life out of the spotlight. That's what makes her a unique celebrity, actually, because everybody else tries to keep it away, but it doesn't work out too well. But she stays under wraps pretty damn well. So, John, what's our next story?
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen this video online or whatever. I guess it was posted online too. But it's this Lady Gaga in the woods, like doing some kind of weird ass meditating shit or whatever. Like one part of it, she's like standing in the middle of a lake. Uh, looks like she has some kind of weird thing. Looks like Pikachu's fucking head on her eyes. These little yellow cone things that are like, and she says she's doing it for like to improve her balance and her focus and stuff like that better. But I think it's just for the shock factor, and that's what some other news
Lady
sources are saying
Gaga,
too.
she calls her fans monsters.
I think she's doing it for the shock. Just saying.
I think she's doing it for the show. To make a comeback, because she dropped off the face of the earth for like 2 years.
Oh yeah, and the other parts of the video are she's walking through the woods blindfolded, naked. And there's also one where she's sitting on this big, gigantic, like a crystal, I guess. Like it looks like a gigantic piece of quartz crystal or something like that. And there's another where she's like, there's one where she's like sideways, like holding it like that. And there's one where she's on top of it, like naked.
I've actually heard a little bit about this story, and she was actually in New York shooting this photo shoot, and it's actually for a foundation raiser.
Not for that video, no.
Yeah, those photo shoots are for a fundraiser.
It wasn't a photo shoot. It was real. It was It wasn't in New York. It was.
I don't know. I mean, we might be talking about different stories.
She was actually legitly like out in the woods walking around. It wasn't a photo shoot thing. It was just it was a video.
Oh no, she did one like that for a foundation too. Something about don't be scared to let it all show and be yourself.
Maybe she. Okay, I don't know. Maybe she did partially do that.
I don't know, but she was naked in that one too, showing off her tattoos. She was like in a pose, and she looked like the girl from the dragon tattoo. So I don't know.
There's also one where she's like laying on this bed or whatever, something like that, and there's crystals like all on top of her. Well, not all on top of her, like just on her sides and like a couple around her head.
Lady Gaga trying to make a comeback, guys. Well, she does have her new album going to be ready to drop in September, I believe.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Art Pop. So
what's it called?
Art Pop.
Art Pop. Huh. Lady Gaga. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I think Lady Gaga is a genius, honestly. Cause
we have 3 upcoming albums to look forward to that's going to be dropping in September. We're going to have Katy Perry's, then we're going to have Avril Lavigne's, and now we're going to have Lady Gaga's. So, speaking of Avril Lavigne, she is our next story. Avril Lavigne has posted her re-released album cover on Instagram earlier today for her self-titled album Avril Lavigne, and it shows her basically there's a black background. She's like a Snow White vampire, and her eyes are heavily in eyeliner, and her hair's like all tied back like she's getting ready to do a dance. It's something I haven't seen Avril do before. And she also has followed her statement saying that with her new song coming out, or has came out, Never Growing Up, here's to Never Growing Up, and then her new song, Rockstar, getting ready to release, not Rockstar, Rock and Roll, I can't talk right now, he's distracting me.
I'm very distracted. Here, try to concentrate now.
And, so yeah, she said she just wanted a fun summer entertainment, let's go party jam song, and go back to her old ways and say fuck all you guys. And she also released a statement saying that her new husband, Chad Kroeger, is going to play big parts in her new album. So he's the lead singer in Nickelback, if you guys didn't know.
That's pretty cool. Wait, is he gonna be like singing?
Featuring, yeah.
Ooh, that's cool. A lot of people say Nickelback sucks. Fuck you.
I don't get the thing with Nickelback, guys. Why do you guys diss on Nickelback? They're an okay band.
They might not be the most amazing band, but they don't suck.
Right.
They're pretty damn good, actually.
Right. You know when the song Rockstar came out, every fucking one of you knew that song, and you sung it even if you didn't like it. It got stuck in your head.
Some say, oh, well, Rockstar is just basically the only good hit they had. Bullshit.
Photograph was good. I mean,
they have so many good songs.
Old stuff, yeah, it was good. But I like how Avril Lavigne always puts her ex-husband or her current husband in her music. It's kind of funny because they're both singers.
Oh, by the way, Do you guys think that Avril Lavigne's a vampire because she's never aged? Think about it. Look at her.
She's aged.
She doesn't look like she aged.
You can
aged
tell.
You
can
cannot tell. I
You
can't
can totally tell.
I'm a guy. I can't tell.
Maybe it's just the makeup's changed. I don't know. Maybe she's gonna have a baby now that she got married for the second time and she's 28. Oh, a little Avril baby. It's gonna be a little crazy.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about the
singers in the musician world,
we're talking about musicians and singers or whatever. I guess. Wow, it is. Anyway, yeah, I guess I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but Usher's son nearly drowned. Because I guess his foot got caught in a drain or something like that. At their home, yeah, at their home in Atlanta. And I think they said it was the some kind of housekeeper or something like that that saved the boy. Noticed the boy was in the pool and almost drowning.
The aunt was taking care of him at the time.
Oh, that was her aunt.
Yeah, that was his aunt.
Okay, I thought it was.
But she didn't know about it. I think the housekeeper went and got help or something, or niece did or something like that. I don't know.
I think it was the housekeeper's voice that was on the phone call because I heard the recording of the phone call on the thing, and it was it sounded like kind of a foreign person. Not that I'm saying, oh, you're a housekeeper, you have to be foreign. I was just
you always just offensive things, then he takes it back, guys. It's hilarious.
I don't mean to be offensive, okay? I don't want to offend people, okay? But yeah, I think that's pretty crazy. And I guess his wife is trying to get full custody or whatever.
She's doing a custody battle because of that, but I really don't think it's fair on half the part because, one, if his sister was watching his son, that's kind of her fault. She was the one supposed to be taking care of him while he was out doing whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think that's really fair, but I guess he's had another son and he actually died a few years ago. I didn't know about that one.
What was he?
He died in a skiing accident or something like that.
Jet ski
there you go.
Yeah. I've never heard about that either.
I didn't either.
That came as a surprise to me. I never heard about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess he died too. So poor Usher.
I don't know if Usher's a good parent or if he's a bad parent, but to me this sounds like some kind of ridiculous kind of like. Shut up. It just sounds like bad situations happening without him knowing about it. I don't know if you knew about the jet ski, but stop it. Yes, inconspicuous. Hey, that's a real word. Inconspicuous.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Okay, well, on to another music news story. Beyonce, guys. Beyonce cut all of her hair off. They're calling it a pixie look. I call it butt-ass ugly. Like, the front of it, I can deal with the front of it. The back of it, she shaved, like, almost all the back of it into a bowl haircut, guys. I don't get what she was looking for. I don't know what she was trying to do, but it looks like she got a hold of the fucking scissors and shaver and didn't know what she was doing. She's like, hey, look at me, I can do this now. Don't try to pull another Britney Spears look, Beyonce. No.
I liked it better with her nice long blonde hair. That looked really good on her. Just saying. But
let alone who names a kid Blue Ivy. Think about it.
I forgot about that. Anyway, yeah, that's crazy.
Speaking of which, how come celebrity kids are growing so fucking fast? Anyway.
But I don't know if you guys saw the video of her getting her hair caught in that fan during her performance, wasn't it?
It was a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I think so. Anyway, and she got stuck in the fan, and people were behind her trying to get it stuck, and she didn't even act like anything was going on. She just kept on singing normally. She was singing Halo.
The good musician.
She was just right there singing Halo, and I'm like, holy fuck, how could she do that? So I hope that the performance, that's not what made her want to cut her hair.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Next story?
Don't call me that wrong, by the way.
How do you spell Robbie?
Robie.
You know how many multiple ways of spelling Robbie there are?
Anyway, Robbie Knievel is an alcoholic, I guess, and that surprises me because he was following his dad's footsteps, and he was doing pretty good for a while. And I guess he was caught. This is actually kind of a funny story. He was caught in, can't remember. It's this this campsite where I guess a lot of people. I think Utah. It was Utah.
What?
Anyway, where they have these a big meeting for for motorcycle races or whatever, and I guess he was caught with a DUI in an RV. So I find that pretty funny. I'm like, okay, you're the son of a daredevil. You get caught drunk driving in an RV.
Living life on the edge.
Living life on the edge. And I guess there's reports of him saying basically, I'm a I'm a I'm a daredevil drunk driver or whatever shit like that. I can't remember exactly what the reports were, but yeah, basically he was just like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I was I was drunk driving, yeah, because I'm a fucking daredevil. I'm like, really? What a dick. He could have hurt somebody. Luckily, nobody was hurt though. He didn't even hurt himself. He did end up. Uh, I guess he actually crashed the RV, and that's how he was caught. And the reports were that he was found in an empty parking lot, uh, in the passenger seat, texting somebody. And I guess he was like 3 times over the
The legal limit.
legal limit in Utah. So that's pretty fucking great. I can't exactly remember what the point, whatever it was, but yeah, it was 3 times over the legal limit for Utah.
Right, like my dad is rich. I don't give a fuck.
Was rich. He died.
Yeah.
I'm like Robbie Knievel. You know, you could totally follow in your dad's footsteps because
Who'd want to follow in those footsteps? Just saying.
he was for a while.
Wow.
I think until he got to like about 30, he was still doing some stunts and stuff like that, just like his dad. You seem bored with the story.
I don't got nothing to say about this story. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't read nothing about this.
You should have done your research, woman.
Well, you keep babbling, stuttering.
Next story.
Well, keep going if you got more stuff to say.
Yeah.
Alright. Snowboarder Shaun White is now a rock star, guys. I don't want to fuck you.
Wait, for real?
For real.
I didn't know this.
He just decided to join a band called Bad Things, and they just had a single that got released today called Anybody. And apparently, quote unquote, from Shaun's mouth in an interview, he said that he got an electric guitar for a championship winning of a snowboarding contest a couple years ago, and he's been playing it ever since, and he said that it's just a ridiculously addicting thing for him to do, so he decided to start a band and travel to something new in his life.
That's cool.
So, I thought that was a pretty interesting story to read, actually.
He's a rock and roll snowboarder.
He's an Olympic snowboarder, skater / rock star.
Has he released that yet?
Got released today.
I want to hear this. I don't know about you guys, but after we upload this video, I'm gonna want to get on YouTube because I'm guessing it's on YouTube, and I'm gonna want to watch this because I want to see. Wait, is he just a guitarist, or does he sing too?
I don't know. I didn't say. And the album is supposed to drop October 18th, I believe, the full album.
That's awesome. I think that's pretty cool. When somebody's already really great at something, so they don't move on to something else because they can't do the other thing. It's just that they're like, I'm bored with this, or I want to try something else, see if I can do some more talented things. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Right.
He actually kind of has a rock star look too. Just saying.
Ginger Rockstar.
I don't know if you guys saw the okay, this is random, but the Shaun White bubblegum. I'm not bubblegum. Chewing gum.
I had
Ice
some
tried.
of that.
It's not bad. It's called Shaun Mint. No, it's called White. It's called. I think it's called White Mint. Something like that. Anyway, it wasn't bad, but yeah.
Okay.
He
And
can majorly merchandise his name. These guys have seen.
yeah.
I think he has his. Does he have his own clothing line too?
As on clothing line, he's shown shoe line. He has a skateboard now, snowboard. Now he has music.
You gotta love what extreme sports stars do with their name. They majorly merchandise it like Tony Hawk. You know how much money he made off of just his name? All the video games
Let's
he had?
tell us,
A lot.
because you don't know.
A lot. I bet you his worth is pretty damn high up there.
Alright. And our next
Yawn.
it's really late here, guys. Actually, it's really early. It's 3:47 a.m. Okay. Our next story. Ashton Kutcher lets us have an inside scoop of the movie Jobs. He said that this was an extremely privileged. He said that it was an extreme privilege to get to impersonate Steve Jobs. He actually enjoyed it, quite frankly, and he said he wouldn't have loved to impersonate anybody else because Apple's such a huge, tremendous, big deal in this world today, and so he loved it.
I don't know about you guys, but I really want to see that movie.
Speaking of movies, this has nothing to do with our news, but today we saw Now You See Me.
Great movie.
That movie will mind fuck you.
That was a great movie.
It's a mind fucking movie.
If you have not seen it yet, go see it. I highly recommend it.
It's like one of the best movies of 2013, I promise.
Jesse Eisenberg is so good too. He's not like, he's not on my top list of actors, but I like him.
FYI, if you don't know this, and you don't know who Jesse Eisenberg is, he always plays dicks and assholes in movies, but somehow he still manages to have the sex appeal and be the cool guy act at the end. I don't know how it's possible, but
I still need to see The Social Network. Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. And
I really can't. Okay, this is going back on this, but I really can't wait to see Jobs because I think that's going to be pretty interesting. Because I don't completely know the whole story of how Steve Jobs started his empire or whatever on Apple. So.
Well, from what I saw from the sneak peek, it all started in the basement of his house. Because he wanted a job at Google or something like that, and they kicked him out for trying to make his own ideas.
Yeah, that's what I heard, that he pretty much started in his basement.
He basically said, fuck you, this is where I create my imagination.
Crazy.
So, yeah. And our last, final closing story of the night, John Stamos. If you don't know who he is, he plays Jesse on Full House, and he also is in those yogurt commercials for Greek, I think. I don't know.
Oh, that is him.
But
okay.
He's old now, kind of old.
Yeah.
But he apparently went to this kid's hospital and took this 19-year-old to Disneyland so he could have one last trip of his life because this young boy has cancer and is expected to die soon. And I think that's pretty fucking heart-touching.
That's amazing.
I mean, he took him out for the whole entire day to Disneyland, brought some more Hollywood stars out to meet him.
You can tell what stars have heart and which ones don't. Ones that don't have heart wouldn't give a shit about this kid. They'd just be like, oh crap, you're dying.
Right.
If they got a letter from him or whatever, for example, then they would probably just be like, oh, well, that sucks for you that you're dying.
Right.
And not do shit about it. But yeah. That's great.
Yeah, that's our Hollywood Spotlight for tonight, guys. If you liked what you saw tonight and you like our entertainment news segment, we'll do this every Thursday/Friday.
And I promise I'll do more research from the beginning of the week. If you
haven't noticed, you're 2 stories short.
I'll do more research and I'll remember which stories I want to read about from from probably Monday on to keep the news pretty fresh, at least a week fresh.
Like fresh coffee in the morning.
Coffee.
So yeah, if you like what you see on our channel, like it, hit it, subscribe it, share to the
Give it one of
world.
these, one of those, maybe.
Give us one of those that we have an issue
We'll
now,
give you one
bitch.
of these.
And yeah, so subscribe it, share it, hit it, like it, put our name out there, BoneChiller21, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
It might just be BoneChiller now, BoneChiller21. If you type in both those, you'll find it. So, see you later, everybody. Thank you for watching Hollywood Spotlight.